NASA will have discovered 5,000 confirmed exoplanets by 2022. These include a wide range of distant planets, such as super-Earths, gas giants such as Jupiter, ice giants such as Neptune, and others. Although thousands of these weird places have been discovered by planetary scientists, it is estimated that there are over 1 trillion exoplanets in our Milky Way galaxy alone. In the coming year, the James Webb Space Telescope, the most powerful such telescope ever built, will gain insight into the atmospheres of some of these planets, providing scientists with unprecedented insights into these still largely unknown orbs. Some of the most recent discoveries in 2022 have been fascinating, extraordinary planets. Hello and welcome to new episode. In today's video, you will learn about better-than-Earth planets and exoplanets recently discovered by scientists. Before we get started, make sure to subscribe to this channel and turn on the notification bell. It helps you to get notified when we post more contents just like this. So, without further ado, let's get started. Planet hosts metal clouds and raining gems. Many far-off exoplanets are discovered by pointing specialized telescopes, such as NASA's legendary Kepler telescope, at distant stars and looking for dips in their brightness. It strongly suggests that a planet passed in front of that star. Scientists can sometimes catch a glimpse of an exoplanet's atmosphere. Researchers recently discovered that airborne metals and gems are likely to exist on the cooler side of WASP 121b, an exoplanet located 855 light-years from Earth. Using unique Hubble Space Telescope observations, astronomers measured the temperature of the nightside atmosphere and demonstrated that it was cool enough for various metals to condense. According to Thomas Evans, an astronomer at the Max Planck Institute for Astronomy and a lead author of the study, WASP 121b identified metals including as magnesium, iron, vanadium, chromium, and nickel. It is presently uncommon and challenging for astronomers to investigate the atmospheres of distant exoplanets. In this case, the researchers used a clever observational technique to get insight into the makeup of WASP 121b's upper atmosphere. Hubble observed the planet's orbit around its star and was able to study the sunlight that went through the atmosphere, revealing some of the chemicals there. Temperatures hover at 1,500 degrees Celsius, or around 2,700 degrees Fahrenheit, even on the cool side. That's much too hot for Earth's water clouds. Metals in a gaseous form, on the other hand, will condense under such conditions. What would metallic clouds look like? I don't think we can say for sure what they'd look like because cloud formation is complicated and we don't have clouds like these to observe up close in our own solar system, said Thomas Evans, an astronomer at the Max Planck Institute for Astronomy and the study's lead author. However, he speculated that these extraterrestrial clouds could be similar to dust storms on Earth. Some clouds may be blue or red in color, some are gray or green, and, on occasion, the clouds may condense further into droplets, resulting in gems raining from the sky. A rare discovery on a super Neptune. Astronomers discovered a super Neptune, a planet slightly larger than Neptune with water vapor in its atmosphere 150 light-years away from Earth. That is unusual. At 150 light-years, TOI 674b is considered nearby in astronomical terms, NASA writes, which is one reason scientists can learn about its chemical composition. On the roughly Neptune-sized exoplanet TOI 674b, New Year's Day comes once every 47.5 hours, making it an uncommon exoplanet. Despite years of searching, astronomers have discovered remarkably few middle-sized gas giants with orbits shorter than a few days, resulting in what is known as a Neptunian desert of incredibly hot, star-skimming planets of intermediate sizes. The reason behind this is a bit of a mystery. After all, a handful of super-Earth-sized rocks such as the toasty hot TOI 270b have been seen whipping around their star in record speed. Hot Jupiters with orbits measured in hours appear on a regular basis. So where are all the hot Neptunes? Something about their size, composition, or their positioning in their solar system makes them far less likely to be finding themselves getting too personal with a nearby star. Or on the rare occasion they do, they don't stick around long enough to brag about it. Fortunately, scientists have found something else unusual about this freshly discovered middle-range giant, which may help explain why it's so unique. There are signs of water floating in its atmosphere. Observing the signature of water on planets distant from our own oceanic world is exciting for a variety of reasons, not the least of which is that it informs us about how unusual our own planet may be. However, knowing the types of gases in an exoplanet's atmosphere, especially water vapor, is like having its cosmic birth certificate, providing planetary scientists a better idea of how and where it formed in its solar system. Planets that form beyond the point where the star's radiation can easily sublimate ice into gas, for example, have a considerably greater chance of keeping water, raising the possibility that a short-orbit Neptune with lots of water is far from its birthplace. The next stage will be to gather additional information about the exact quantity of water in TOI 674b's atmosphere, as well as other characteristics like its metallicity. The planet has just been on our radar for about a year, when it was discovered using NASA's Transiting Exoplanet Survey satellite data. However, it has already proven interesting enough for scientists to direct other instruments, like as the Hubble Space Telescope, towards the planet to investigate its mysteries. The M-class red dwarf star it orbits, at about half the mass of our own sun, isn't especially brilliant, which means there's enough light to see by but not so much that the planet gets lost in the glare. Even better, at just 150 light-years distant, the whole planetary system is almost in our backyard, because of its proximity to the parent star, proximity to us, and gentle wash of radiation. Current generation spectrographs can analyze the light glinting through its clouds considerably more easily. The newly launched James Webb Space Telescope, with a design that will offer us an unparalleled view of distant stars and their planets, is one technology well suited to investigating exoplanets like it. Many questions remain, the space agency added, such as how much water vapor its atmosphere contains. However, the atmosphere of TOI 674b is far easier to observe than that of many exoplanets, making it a prime target for further investigation. Perhaps the James Webb Telescope, which will deliver its first cosmic images in July 2022, will dive deep into the atmosphere of this exoplanet. A weird rugby ball-shaped planet. Planets are round, right. While some are squished slightly at the poles like Earth, all of the planets in our solar system are basically spheres. The same may be said about the many exoplanets discovered so far. On January 11, 2022, astronomers reported the discovery of one huge planet that defies the norm and looks like a rugby ball. The European Space Agency's James Space Telescope discovered WASP 103b, a planet twice the size of Jupiter. It orbits a star that is located in the Hercules constellation. The planet has a mass that is 1.5 times that of Jupiter and circles its star at a distance that is 50 times closer than that of Earth's sun. It takes only one day to complete one orbit. This identifies it as a hot Jupiter class of planet. It is a gas giant planet that orbits around its star in a close orbit. This causes extreme tugging on the planet, similar to how the moon tugs on tides on Earth. This tugging eventually deformed the planet from its spherical shape. It was detected for the first time in 2014 and is located 1,225 light-years from Earth. The Cheops satellite detects small changes in light and was able to detect the planet's unusual shape as it passed in front of its star. The effect of tidal deformation on an exoplanet transit light curve is very small, but thanks to Cheops' very high precision, we are able to see this for the first time, said Kate Isaac, the ESA's Cheops project scientist. A still-forming exoplanet. Planetary scientists discovered Ab-Org-EB, a massive exoplanet that is still forming. The planet was imaged by the Hubble Space Telescope and is still developing in a young and volatile disk of gas and dust known as a protoplanetary disk. The star of the nascent solar system is only 2 million years old. For context, the Sun is over 4.5 billion years old. The new planet is enormous. Scientists believe it is 9 times the size of Jupiter. It also orbits its star at an incredible distance of 8.6 billion miles. That is more than twice the distance between Pluto and the Sun. Ab-Org-EB may have formed when its cooled disk broke up into large fragments, as opposed to most planets, which researchers believe formed when smaller objects in the planetary disk collided and grew into large, hot planetary objects. Do you think the James Webb Telescope will find an alternative Earth-like planet in the near future? And when an Earth-like planet was discovered, would you move there? Tell us your thoughts in the comments below. And thanks for watching the video. If you want to continue to learn about everything regarding space, we've got 2 more video options for you on the screen to check out. And don't forget to give a thumbs up on this video if you liked it and subscribe to Electric World channel for daily content just like this.